themselves with their first picks that they can be as greedy as
You don't have to explain.
Under Awaken, right?
Puppy's been the Goliath at every TI, right? There's a reason he's the last 11 TI man standing. And yeah, I've been playing against this Thunder Awaken squad for many years. Going back 4 years ago when they had no accolades, they didn't care what anybody thought about them. And now that they have a couple under their belt, they definitely don't care. These guys show no fear and they play like it all the time. Somebody's gonna die in this match, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, I mean Thunder, they already are they're the killers. Tournament, they're the team that is going to run at you and kill you over and over and over again. It's gotten them top 6 already into blowing the South American previous placements at TI out of the water. If they can go top 3, I cannot wait to see what happens in this match, because no matter what it is, no matter what the outcome is, you can guarantee it's going to be a goddamn bloodbath.
Absolutely. These guys grew up in the region where the killers shine. They don't know anything else. They were born into it in a sense, and there's a reason why Pakaz and Dark Mago are two of the highest stat killers of this entire tournament. These guys win the game through sending you back to the fountain. Objectives be damned sometimes. They're coming for the blood. You have to be prepared if you're Secret, and if there's one team that can prepare, gotta be the mastermind himself. We've seen Heen with the drafts the whole event. They're clicking on all cylinders. They got the Zayat's Earth Spirit that has been extremely dominant in these route you situations. So Thunder Awaken dive too deep to get caught off guard in this game. Suddenly you're in a situation where Disruptor and Earth Spirit are chasing you down. The killers become the killed. Script can get flipped real fast.
Now you were telling me something about a little bit of interesting stat about Secret and Thunder. Thunder, they have these killers, right? You're talking about, you know, between their mid and their off lane, bunch of killers. That leaves their carry to just become a beast, right?
Yes. This is a team built around their one position. Going back those old 4 protect the 1 days. Well, it's 4 kill for 1. But because he's soaking up pretty much the largest percentage of net worth per team of any carry at this event. And then on the flip side, Crystallis is down there at pretty much the lowest. Yeah. So you have a dichotomy here where Thunder prioritizing their one position, playing through Pakaz, and Secret, Crystallis has had to take a step back because, again, they're playing more through Nisha and Rezo. Yeah. And Rezo's a carry player himself, so he's used to getting a bit of net worth there, but it's a very interesting dynamic. And I mean, these drafts are set up to do that, right? They picked this drought earlier. They're setting it up for this Leshrac. They're really shine and carry in this game. Very strong BKB timings for Secret as well. A lot on this Morphling shoulders, and every time I've said that, Pakaz delivers.
Oh, he certainly does. We're going to start setting up for the bounty runes that are coming in. You could see both Thunder and Secret are just going to be holding around the mid lane. We'll see if we get any early first blood action. But is there a particular hero that you're looking to shine on the side of Secret?
I think it's Zayat's. Right, it's got to be this Earth Spirit. He has so much other catch control, especially going in those mid-late game fights. Earth Spirit, if he gets some early kills in the laning phase, is a vastly different hero. And then if you can get to that BKB, he becomes a beast, right? Yeah. You have to be able to get to these timings, though. Otherwise, you roll in and you're gone. So to me, it's really about how much Zayat pops off in the early game and gets to his item timings. It's really what's going to enable Nisha as well in this game. He can run in and be that frontliner, tank some stuff up, but need someone else to go in with him and help provide the control.
It's funny how we talk about Rezo being kind of a carry player, and he has certainly had some incredible carry performances at this tournament from the off lane. But at the same time, he's also had some performances with Zayats where they're just running around together. It seems to be, I don't think I've ever seen a duo of the 3-4 that is more tied together than Rezo and Zayats. They seem to be just hand in hand, running around killing things nonstop. Now, when it comes to lanes, they didn't actually set it up that way. We could see Puppey playing the Disruptor. They didn't want to do a double melee setup. Instead, they have Zayats paired up with a Drow Ranger in bottom lane and the ranged Puppey here with Rezo, just to make their lanes a bit easier.
Yeah, it makes sense. Running this double melee lane into the Morphling, you're not going to be able to pressure him too much, and you're just going to feel bad over time, so at least Puppey can make some noise up here, get some little stuff done. And then you get this melee range pairing for the Drow, which is always nice for this hero. You have a body to frontline for and tank up some spells, that's the name of the game. This is going to be a pretty fast early game for Thunder. Whenever you play this Mars mid, you are really looking to up the tempo and take the fights around the runes with the early arena. You have this offlane Pango, who's another very strong skirmisher, especially when paired with this Maiden, who also went in the offlane. Kind of a throwback to that old 4-position Maiden meta. Of course, Pandamu is still bringing it up. Very high damage supports for Thunder Awaken. Snapfire Maiden on the back of these two skirmishes.
Yang diandelin sekarang pada
gugur semua ya. They're in a lane matchup where they're a melee hero up against a ranged hero that is gonna abuse them. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on both their CS and their net worth to see how they walk away from this laning phase, because I imagine they're gonna have to be blowing through some regen just to stay in.
Ame cok yang menang cok.
All about the early level advantage for these dual lane skirmishes. Matthew laid a Puppey here a little bit in the river. I mean, he has the move speed advantage.
Oh yeah, he should just be able to run him down here. Puppey, at best, you can try and maybe swerve into the Roshan pit and hopefully deny that first blood. He's gonna pop the Fairy Fire, pops the Salve, draws the aggro, gets the Salve canceled, a bash comes out, that's a little awkward. Oh, Matthew times it very nicely with the cookie. He had that one in his back pocket, pulls it out, and gets the first blood.
Yeah, the tip on top of it as well with the voice line. He was thinking that all the way through, had plenty of time to think about it. And very nice start for him. Again, that's your 4 position in the safe lane. Matthew, he's shown on this Snapfire. It's a South American specialty. Absolutely destroy you in these fights until you get to those BKB timings. So
yeah, you were talking about this hero early on in the tournament. Snapfire was going to be one of the heroes that was going to be a bit more prevalent, and you said South America was one of the regions who played it best.
Yeah, this hero's just amazing in the mid-game fights. He scales as well. This new shard, I think, threw people a little off in terms of how the range interacts, but people are getting more used to it now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick it up this game. Again, the laning's pretty strong. A little mango smoothie for him.
Yeah.
Regen it back up.
Matthew just wants to keep that pressure up. I mean, the Cubs have been a totally free lane. Though he is not actually stopping Rezo from doing well in CS. They're pretty much even between the two of them, so...
That is the downside of chasing Puppey. You get the first blood, you enable yourself, you do give Rezo that one-on-one. He's had to burn pretty much no regen. I think he's used one tango this entire laning phase. For a melee versus range core matchup, sure, Morphling's not the best at using early. Rezo's having a great time, and he's got to go for the kill.
Jumps onto Matthew, and the damage being done with the Thunder Strike, and one last hit is barely enough for Puppey to get the kill. Oh, and because of that, he's got it level 2. He'll pop the glimpse now because he's already morphing his strength, so he should be totally fine. But it's decent pressure added on to the carry.
That right click definitely hit at the top of the damage range there. Yeah, Fairy Fire. I didn't think it was going to kill him, and I don't think Matthew did either.
I was setting it up to be like, and he barely doesn't get the kill, and well, apparently not.
Itu kan soalnya hit orang Mipo kan emang dari OG kan dulu nggak salah. Atau siapa yang bawa ya?
It's going to be this 6-minute rune. It's coming up in a minute 30. Dark Mago is going to get to 6 here pretty fast. Doing a really decent job on mid, up in denies, up in CS versus Nisha.
Yeah, maybe he's been harassed quite a bit by the range attacks from Nisha, but he's made up for it by being a melee hero, having higher base damage and securing more denies. So level 6, as you said, it's going to come in faster, and we'll see what kind of rotations are going to happen around that big time.
I expect rotations to be Thunder. You do not want to give this rune to Nisha, and you really want to use this arena, which is going to be up around the same time. Again, you do not want to leave a mid-Mars on an island for too long. You also have pretty independent side lanes. Sure, Pango was not going to pressure Drow down here, but he's pretty much free farming ahead in CS as well. Having a decent time when Ring of Health so he can stay in the lane. He's pretty independent, and of course, Mork is one of the better independent heroes as well. Again, Secret's just trying to weather the super early game storm here and get to their mid-game timing. It's up to Thunder to kind of accelerate the game.
Bayar 1,4 juta.
Looks like they want to make a call here going to Matthew.
PL.
Not sure what that kinetic field was exactly, but Rezo doesn't follow it up.
And any of these side trades right now are decent for Secret in my opinion because it'll stop that mid-rotation. They're happy to trade supports.
damage, but Chrysalis, now that he's back at the tower, starts delivering some arrows back. Matthew looks like they tried to go on him and do manage to get the kill there with the glimpse back, but Puppy is going to be chased down by Because and should be just a trade out of the supports. Rezo will put some more damage onto Because, but it's a Morphling. He really can't die here.
Not too bad for Secret overall. You're getting a lot of solo XP for this Marcy. Sure, Morph picks up the kill, but you're not stopping him anyway.
Aku paling nggak bisa cok main Morphling yang atribut shiftnya cuma 1 level anjing.
The fights just continue in the sidelines. Apparently, the support's not caring about securing the power runes at all, as you said, and just focus more on getting these kills. Science falls in the bottom lane. Top lane back to it. Glimpse onto the Morphling, really keeping the pressure on him. He's got raindrops though. Looks like he's gonna have to morph all the way to utility form, pop his fairy fire and stick, and actually giving a salve as well.
Doing just fine. They're a more annoying carry to harass.
Yeah, seriously, it feels pointless half the time, but
iya.
It
dia lu
keeps him from being able to get CS.
Pressnya di TF bagus tuh.
As you can see, the net worth between both the Morphling and the Marcy is pretty even, so.
These are very
Oh yeah,
lanes. Are you looking for that glimpse mid?
Yeah, that's a level 1 glimpse, not quite the
Terus
range.
dia yang paling
And
dikenang
Zion's
itu
also TP'd mid to
waktu di
get the
Empire
bottle
main carry.
refill. Now he's kind of lingering around here. 7-minute, not that 8-minute rune
Stand
timing.
in.
A little awkward for Secret here, but they're happy to control the bounty. There's just not too much side lane pressure on this bottom lane with the Drow. I think it's
Dulu ya.
pretty hard to kill this Pango. Maybe they tried bringing
Pas
Nisha
si
down
Mika
here,
tuh
but
sempat mau ngerekrut si
just
ini
not a worthwhile
Kireso
rotation.
buat di PC.
There's that roll, but
Dia timnas kan di waktu di
good luck,
Bali.
I feel like later on, the Pango is going to have a bit of a hard time with this duo specifically. I mean, he's dealing with 2 silences. Those are not very fun to play Pangolier against, but for now anyway, when it comes to lane, Ring of Health he got, he's doing exceptionally well. 3,200 second net worth. He's got the Orb of Corrosion, he's going to be going back for the Arcane Boots.
Nggak mau. Dia
That
mau
was pretty much a
fokus
dream
grinding.
offlane Pango
Akhirnya
start.
di PC kan dia
Yeah, this is
nggak
not a hero that typically just free farms a lane like this. Maybe abusing the fact Drow is kind of slow.
Nice roll and kick back straight into the hands of Nisha. Maybe able to grab the Invis rune away from Nisha, but won't stop his own death.
And I think Thunder, tired of being the ones rolled on here, time to smoke top and try and get some action done with this arena. This is a move that really has to connect here, otherwise Dark Mago is just finding nothing in this early game.
Yeah, the fact that we haven't seen an arena yet is a bit of a shame. Let's see how fast Rezo gets out. Not able to get the rebound away. Will be denied by the arena walls.
Decent pickup. Definitely going to be happy about that one. Panda
Cuman
move
ini
gets to
South America
soak
kenapa
the XP
tiba-tiba
mid
jadi
on
jago
a
ya?
hero and Crystal Maiden that really uses the levels. I mean, this hero has dominated the statistics in terms of win rate.
Oh, ya.
Start getting these, you know, Frostbite, Nova points up, whichever route you want to go. They really pay off a lot more now than they used to. So decent efficiency here from Thunder. To me, the big question is going to be, do they try and use this Pango ult to kick Drow to bottom? How long does Crystal get to stay down here? Because this is not a carry you want to just leave down here getting solo XP. I mean, it's almost level 7, and he's just been uncontested.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like Thunder playing slower than maybe we would have expected, but do now have the level 6 on Sacred, so whether he's making a play on the Drow with people rotating or he rotates to another lane and
Dimana tim
leads,
Secret atau Thunder Awaken?
we'll have to wait and see.
Hati-hati kalau jawab Secret
Getting
tuh.
pulls off and stuff. Crystal's is going to be very happy with the way this is going, I think.
Meanwhile, Dark Mago's clearing stacks. I don't know if I've ever said that in my life, but he is in the jungle efficiency.
Yeah,
apparently he wants to try and get that fast blink dagger, and that makes sense, right? I mean, getting on top of this Drow is going to be all so important.
Orang SI ini loh,
If he can find the
draftnya
Drow,
itu
start
aneh-aneh.
on the Lesh, there are no real saves in this game when that Arena Spear comes out.
Kayak playstyle-nya tuh
There's no
bener-bener
hard
aneh.
reset, hard dispel, so Dark Mago kind of has free
But it
reign here.
works.
I can understand the Blink Rush. It's going to be very strong in this game. It enables his supports. This Snapfire Mars combination goes back since these heroes were put in the game, and it's strong for a reason.
Infamous gitu.
It's going to annihilate these cores
Bisa
before
ada
they
tight
have
post 5
BKBs.
anjing.
So I can understand them wanting to get that fast, and here's a
Menang lagi.
second smoke to this top
TI
lane,
loh,
trying to shut
TI.
down Rezo. I think he smells what's coming, though.
Yeah, they have this nice high ground ward that may give him a false sense of security because they are smoked up, but it's going to break here. Puppy walks down, breaks the smoke. Very nice read. I think it's a combination. They picked up the power rune at top lane. They're missing for the middle lane a little bit. Rezo got ganked last time. He's like, I'm not going to risk it this time around. That's fair enough.
Part of me wonders why they want to go top with this move instead of bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom move is
Sustainnya
longer, it
lebih
takes
kuat
more
ya.
time. but you're going to get the kick out guaranteed, right? If Crystallis wants to dodge that smoke, he has to leave the lane, and this catapult would have killed the tower with Pango just tanking up.
Right.
Instead, when that smoke fails, they get absolutely nothing out of it. Morph can stay up there anyway. It's like a higher risk, lower reward type situation.
Do you think that they have answers to Drow? There is. He's going to run forward, gets a small glimpse back, not a big one, but they do in the stun follow-up here. Comes this Kisses, trying to create some space, and Dark Mago, he's going to be perfectly fine, and they're actually a jump away from Rezo, barely gets out of that arena. They're going to have more TPs in. Crystallis actually a long TP, but will show up in
Clips.
1 second.
Oh, barely inside of the range, and they're going to go for Sacred. Pango's going to die. They immediately threw down the Static Storm to make sure there was going to be no jump away, no swashbuckle or anything. And with the Draw Ranger here, it's time to put pressure on this mid tower.
Unleashed, Catapult still alive. They'll get the glyph out of that for sure. Zad's going to TP back into mid as well. And the line being drawn top, so they're reading this move. Again, Thunder just not getting the exact fight they want out of that situation, and feels like Secret's stalling them out a little bit, which is definitely advantageous for them. Anytime you can slow down this team, you're going to be pretty happy with it.
The Ancient stack, this is usually what the Drow is going to be spending most of our time doing in this awkward 10 to 20, 25 minute mark. A lot of time hitting Ancients.
Arcane Rune for Nisha. Cannot ask for anything better on this hero, especially pushing towards that Bloodstone timing.
Yeah, that's very awkward because you know Thunder wants to make a play. He just picked up the Blink Dagger, so the wrong move. They stumble into Anisha with an Arcane Rune, and he is not immediately bursted down. This could go badly for Thunder, and that would be a very bad sign for the rest of the progression of this game.
Lebih parah daripada orang-orang skandal lain.
Wait our time, didn't hide the Blink Dagger at all, so Secret should know about it.
Padahal cuma gara-gara kepick Feromancer.
Seems like Thunder's just happy to keep the static as well. Again, no move to his bottom lane made yet. Now Secret's the one making the move to their offlane first. Smoke very late in this game, but
he's gonna wait for. Oh, he's pulled out of it, and now Blitz is ruining Dark Mago, but he does manage to get out the arena with the combination.
Mantap, Cok. Wow.
And now they're rolling from Sacred, perfectly set up the bowling ball, knocking down all the pins of Team Secret. A bit of aggression from Secret that goes completely awry. Thunder, apparently their patience is well rewarded. Tries to find a 4th kill in Zayat, but missed the spear sadly, and we'll have to retreat.
They were all ready for that move. Instant call out, instant TP. This is all their net worth. You gotta remember, you attack Makaz, you attack the whole front. Just beautiful spellcasting to turn that fight around. I mean, this Morph is a little tankier than maybe they expected, right? He's got Falcon Blade, he's got Dragon Lance, he's got Treads. He itemized to skirmish early and fight often. Pays off a little bit here. Of course, getting the Morph off helps, and
just in general going for the Morphling, but him getting off the Morph strength, like they needed a situation where the smoke breaks, but they're not spotted and they could get an instant Static Storm on him. It's a glimpse play. Gives him too much time to respond.
It's a hard aggressive move unless you can concretely just burst down a core at the start of that. Secret will pay the price.
Chasing after him. Glimpse back. Throws the spear as he can. But he will die for that double damage rune he picked up. Do have the kisses still, but the roll is going to be able to get it on top of Matthew. No space to be able to cast that big ultimate. They'll turn around and kill Zayat, but Nisha will take the tower in return. Now they're going to try and chase him down. Now the kisses go into play with the Rolling Thunder on top of that. They have the Static Storm to stall up some of the heroes. Panda is there, though, to help finish him off. Nisha falls, Silence going out and jumping from Rezo. His first big jump into these team fights, and he's going to clean up 2 here pretty easily with the help of Crystallis, who naps both the kills.
Very nice turnaround in that river by Secret. I don't think Zayat was expecting Pakaz to be behind that tower.
Yeah.
Rolls in, ults, he's like, oh, Dwarf's here? Not my cup of tea. Still, Secret get the tier 1 mid out of that as well. And the biggest beneficiary, Crystallis. He comes in and cleans up those kills at the end. Now all of a sudden he's the most farmed core on Secret. He's having an absolutely free Drow game. And remember, this is a Drow that can get powered up by Sidekick. Absolutely devastating in these later game fights. It's a Drow versus Morphling as well. You're going to cut through all this armor. This is going to be a spooky carry for going into this late game. Yeah, he's got BKB queued up after Yasha. I mean, he gets to BKB, he's a god, right? Almost nothing touches him.
Yeah, at that point, really, all Thunder has is like defensive measures, right? They have the arena walls that they can play
main
around
through
against
yuk.
the drought, but
Wow,
they
Cuk,
really
di
can't
situ.
kill her very easily. They do
Kejar-kejar
not
jarak
have
masih
great physical
nyampe.
damage.
Lagi kalau
No,
pos
it
4.
just comes down to how much network does Pakaz has. And he has a lot. He is always a lot more farm than I think he's going to be. You know, you look at that, you go, where did he get all that from? 402?
Where did he get all that net worth from? He's at 8,500. He's got the same CS 4-0 and 2. Well, that'll certainly help out.
Yeah, it helps when you get the kills and nice fine mid. Quick little arena.
But breaker udah nggak terlalu.
Glimpse back. Really trying it for this one. Nisha, does he want to go for it? I don't think so. Sacred has already popped the Rolling Thunder to ensure that we do get our Mars out of here.
Ult's baited, but more rune control Thunder's way.
Aku udah semenjak TN udah pernah kelihatan DK lagi.
The glimpse, perhaps? Actually go for the cookie to try and stall
DK
up
nggak pernah
Puppy.
dipik
The
loh.
glimpse didn't really send Matthew anywhere.
It's such a weird mid skirmish, man.
Katanya.
5 heroes poking each other.
Yeah, both teams seem to be willing to group up nice and early. We saw Chrysalis make that move where he TP'd in to the mid tower early on. That team fight pressured. We saw Pakaz do the same.
I mean, I think Secret is ready to meet these guys on the battlefield. They know they do not want to get outnumbered in these fights. Finally, we'll claim the safe lane tower.
You've talked to me about this before, the fact that TI, people naturally group up when it comes to TI, right? Just something about the pressure, and just the nervousness and scary situations, right? Like you feel better just being around your allies.
Yeah, you know, you get to hug your teammate, you get to rely on him, might whisper some calming words. Or he might tell you you're playing bad, you know?
Yeah, he might say, you idiot, that was an illusion. How did you not know that?
But maybe that soothes you, puts you back in the zone. Exactly what I needed.
Either way, really good bait there from Dark Mago.
Yep. He's also pushing towards BKB here. It's kind of like the big timing for Mars. You know, how many times does he fight and die before he gets there? That's what's really going to slow down this mid hero. But he's having a decent game getting there. He's really the bulwark, quite literally, for Thunder in these fights. Just going there, tanking up a lot of this drow damage if he can, giving Pakaz the opening where he's going to see his target and be able to jump either the drow, jump a support. He already has Manta up as well, so the silence is not as effective. But he will go for Manta and BKB on Orb this game. Probably just the power of Static Storm, threatening him on the deep dives. Very defensive itemization here.
I mean, what do you think about this mech from Matthew?
Zora items have proved to be insanely good in this meta, especially if you're a team that wants to group up and fight. You're hitting a pretty good window here if you're Thunder. Mech is pretty effective versus the Earth Spirit and the Disruptor damage. Zion's gonna look for
on top of this one. Mars really not going to be able to get off much, but the Rolling Thunder is really disrupting things. They finally kill the Mars, and Matthew, nice jump away with the cookie. Zion's finally falls. Sacred has to jump away and barely keeps his life there as Rezo looks to chase, but a blink should easily get Sacred far enough out of here.
Those drow hits are already hurting.
Yeah, they are.
You really have to think about this Marcy drow combo, and if you're not on top of it, every other hero is basically a distraction. He just has to go in and live as long as he can, and it's going to set up the fight for Secret. Especially if they can start on Mars. You don't have this arena coming out, you don't have any of this control. It really hurts the Thunder supports. Sacred's doing his best to disrupt this fight, but I mean, he does not have the armor or sustain to deal with Drow Ranger yet.
Uh-oh, Nisha. Slowed down by the kisses. He is super tanky, though. 2200 HP. They landed most of those kisses and a bit of extra damage from the swashbuckle, and it really wasn't that close. So that cannot feel very good for Thunder. But earlier, the win percentage favored them by a decent, like, 10%. Why do you think that is?
Thunder favored?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he just likes Pakaz.
Yeah, well, I like it too. That's fair enough. Solid
You know, Gabe put in a little extra in the formula. It's seen Pakaz Morphling before.
It's the Pakaz factor. Understandable.
It really is. I mean, I think for the next 5 or so minutes, that's a short window, but their skirmish power is still stronger. But it's dependent on bursting Nisha, and Nisha has no fear in this game. He's got Bam Brace, he's got Cloak, Ogre Axe, he is rushing the tank ability. He knows, I'm a run in, I'm a frontline, throw your spells on me, I don't care. I mean, like you were saying, 2200 HP on this Leshrac.
Ya
You have
masalahnya kita
BKB on top of
nggak
that?
ada
Nobody's touching that on the side of Thunder.
This
Not
is
for
the
now.
downside of the Thunder lineup.
Thunder
They're
Awaken.
almost all magic damage for these early fights, which they didn't really get to go their way. It shifts a lot more emphasis to Pakaz to be able to deal the physical to bring this Leshrac down. And he went kind of defensive items, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have this super early Scotty or the extra damage to pump through.
Oh no, he blinked into us! Oh no! Disaster! It was hitting in the side,
Bisa
but
tahu,
it's
anjing.
blinking directly into Zayat. That is just
Oh, ada Wati.
real
Kelihatan
sad
dari
for
dia.
Sacred there. And that gets Nisha that much closer to his BKB, which we just talked about how important that's going to be. Thunder, though, I mean, the one thing is they get these BKBs on Secret, but we do have a really strong initiation on the side of Thunder, right? We've got the Blink Dagger on Mars, Blink Spear, super fast. You might be able to catch them before they BKB. Same goes with the Rolling Thunder, right?
If you can land them, you're in a good spot. If they get the BKB off, you're in a rough spot. And there's a lot of BKBs coming out here in the next few minutes. All right, the Zayat's one is going to be the farthest, but Crystal's pretty much has his off this camp. Nisha's flying out, I believe. There it is on the courier, and Rezo has his after this wave. So you have 3 cores lining up here, triple BKB timing for Secret. You already know Puppy is making the call. It's time to clinch a fight, close the map out, take a Roshan, try to hit our window and never look back.
Yeah, and that's a super scary part, right? That Roshan factor, right? Once you start that snowball of getting these Roshans, I mean, you have talked to me on and on and on about the power of the second and third Roshan. So the earlier we get this first one, you know, the bigger that power spike.
And hell,
The earlier the power
they're
spike.
just skipping the fight step and just going straight to the Rosh.
Yeah, apparently, they're just like, whatever.
Everyone's home.
They can try and come to us. We'll take the team fight. If not, 22-minute Roshan. They give the Aegis over to Nisha. So if you thought you could kill him once by surprising him with the initiation, hitting the stuns, chain stunning it, preventing the BKB, well, that's now all out the window.
Another arcane rune as well. It's an absolute monster. This is not an easy fight for Thunder. They're gonna try and start with the stuns. No BKB for Rezo.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to keep this nice chain stun. Rezo is
Itu,
decently taking
Cok.
it, but maybe
Alah!
he goes right through those arena walls. And now, with the disruptor here, they can pull some more heroes in, or maybe not. Puppy misses Static Storm and is now gonna be able to get a glimpse on Crystal Main. Not much there. Nisha's just running through heroes, though, one after another. Dark Mango, look at him with the TP out. No, Rezo denies it. He comes back in for fresh blood as Panda, well, good try, my friend. Does what damage he can, but ultimately will not be able to stand toe-to-toe to Nisha's firepower. All of Thunder gonna try and retreat here. Fortunately, there is no disruptor up anymore, so everyone else is gonna be able to escape. But again,
Puppy buying back for that, trying to find something in, so a little bit of value for Thunder, but that's just an impossible long fight to take, right? You're going through the Leshrac twice with an arcane rune. Good job to focus some of the supports down early, get the targets you can. That Glimmer Cape kept Puppy up a long time. You're gonna need some detection next round. But it is the name of the game. You gotta get the stuns before the BKB. Rezo lives though, gets his off, and he's out of there. I mean, Marcy does Marcy things. See you later. Now Pakaz just has to man fight. It's hard for him to just stay in this fight for too long after the BKB.
yeah, look at that. That physical damage he's doing to Nisha is
Siapa sih?
totally
Kayaknya
outdone
aku
by the
Paika.
Bloodstone heals.
Yep.
It's doing nothing. And I can't help but thinking if they had managed to keep
Ini saya main
Rezo
Jakarta.
chain stun and kill him there, then he doesn't come back and stop the Mars TP. In which case, you know,
Ya, Paika kemana
that
ya?
team fight actually looks
Penasaran.
a lot better for Thunder.
Remember, taking Marcy out in this game means you're taking Sidekick out. A lot of damage on that Drow or himself, and that's how Marcy works, so it's a big target for Thunder to hit, but you have to hit it and chain it right.
This time around, twice now he's had some close calls, but this time not be blinking into the hands of Zayats, and Thunder play safely in their triangle for now.
Where that mech doesn't feel as good anymore. It's where you wish you had a bit more scale, or even Force Staff. It's going to help your cores deeper into the game.
Yeah.
So once more, Thunder feeling like they want to fight. Aegis is still up for 2 minutes here.
Uh-oh. This is kind of awkward. Zayats well positioned on the high ground here. He might break it. There is a ping from Matthew.
Gonna break it for sure. Cause in the river.
Wow, look at them. They're actually sneaking around Zayats here. Might be able to find the right item initiation. They get Rezo first off. They're going to get the spear immediately afterwards. This time around, they chain stun him down. Zayats trying to get on top of Matthew. At the same time, look for Chrysalis as well. He's playing the back line. Looks like he's getting out of there. But Nisha's going in there with his Bloodstone and his Aegis. He's ready to fight. He's ready to bring down the Mars. The spear goes up. The last bit of damage isn't quite there. Meanwhile, they're playing away from Nisha at all costs. Everybody else running away from the Lashrak and killing anybody else they can get their hands on. Now with a buyback coming out from the Snapfire, they can try and go again here. See if they can kill Nisha twice. Chrysalis might be needed to help out. A roll line immediately silent. Pops a Manta, but it's too much. Pakaz gets bursted down. He didn't expect that one. The spear goes out. Getting a blow, but without the Morphling, now they've lost so much of their damage. Now it's Secret who are on the hunt, but they don't really have, well, maybe they do. The Blink Dagger forward from Nisha is going to be able to slow down and get one more. That's Panda.
Crystal Maiden can't sustain that much damage. Buyback from Matthew there as well. That was an insanely well-taken angle from Thunder. Pakaz was in the river, and I think Zayats was calling out, hey, they're in the river. Instead, they were on the exact opposite side of that flank. Caught Rezo off guard. That's the name of the game. Marcy down without BKB. Still, all of that chase was for Nisha Aegis. Even if they get in there, he still has Aegis up. A little bit of an overextension perhaps, but at the same time, that is how Thunder plays. They are always going to try and push that numbers advantage. And if they pull it off, it looks absolutely amazing, right?
Yeah, it seemed like maybe that was a call from the one TI veteran here on the side of Thunder. Matthew.
I'm still amazed at how much network Pakaz draws in these games. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, that was his first death. He was 9-0, but this farm, he almost has Ags. It's gonna be pretty nice as well. If you can get the Ags from the Drow, remove that Agi. It really hurts this hero.
Yeah.
He's also doing a mad amount of work with the stealing the Earth Spirit though. Getting multiple silences, disrupting the supports. I mean, the Earth Spirit and Disruptor are getting silenced in these fights. Where's it coming from? Well, it's Makai's Spirit, right?
Yeah. And it's something that Secret, I mean, it means they kind of need to play around each other as much as possible. Otherwise, this Morphling's just going to go from hero to hero. As they did in that last fight, right? They were just running away from Nisha and running into everybody else.
Yes. Like, Mars is going to be able to tank up a lot of damage. You almost don't want to overfocus him if you're Secret. You need to keep this Morphling in check because Morphling will win the fight for Thunder.
Yeah.
And nobody else is going to carry the fight in that later half, right? It's about him being able to stay and deal the damage. It's also about when he uses BKB. We saw Pakaz holding his BKB until the very end of that fight. He is extremely patient with it, and there's a reason. Like, he needs it up to be able to fight the Lashrak so he can't Bloodstone heal. He needs it up to be able to dodge the silences in the later half of the fight. Initiation is still the name of the game here for Thunder. They do not, I don't think they want to go ultra late in this type of game with how they've itemized and how their lineup functions. So again, another smoke. This is uphill.
Yeah, very clear divide on who controls what part of the map. Thunder invading into Secret side. Don't have the right vision here. Matthew, his smoke breaks. He's going to deliver it to the side. Secret, he's fishing in deep, but they're not going to find anything. Oh, no! Knocked him down to the low ground, and now the backline is being assaulted as Nisha crept through the stairs, gets on top of their two supports, annihilates them. Rezu is keeping the Morphling busy, so that Morphling isn't going to be doing anything here. Pulled back in. He's going to have to use his BKB. That's going to be another charge down. A spear goes out, but the stun landed. That's the Mars caught as well. Darbago. He falls, 3 dead on the side of Thunder. Secret, and their patience in holding their side of the map is well rewarded.
That's just an impossible formation to just go into like that. Zayats is holding his high ground. Nisha and Puppy with the glimmer behind him on that other cliff. It's just so deep. Sacred's looking for the roll and looking for the chain stun near the cliffs. But good luck, my friend. It's just so hard going dark. And they need that initiation to land. If it doesn't land on a good core here, all of a sudden your backline's exposed. Arena latches nothing. Pakaz gets stunned by Resolution. Your backline crumbles. The fight becomes harder for this Morphling. He just has to spend BKB getting out of there. Nisha gets to clean everybody up.
I mean, that is literally the ideal situation for Secret, right? They kill the 2 backline supports that do a bunch of damage.
Yep.
Rezo is keeping the Morphling busy, so he's not able, Kaz isn't able to go and just like kill the Disruptor or whoever, can't go for the Drow. And on top of that, the worst part of all, perhaps, the initiation totally whiffed.
Yeah, if Arena and Roll don't connect, chain lock a core, it's a completely different fight for Thunder. Like you said, Morphling getting controlled, he didn't even get an opportunity to Axel the Drow if he wanted to. So now it's a push towards Scotty. To me, that feels like the last really big timing for Thunder here. They get this Scotty on the Morphling. It's gonna debilitate the Leshrac a lot more in the fight, help him man fight him. You have second Roshan coming up within that interval as well. Secret's just gonna play for it. I don't think they're in too much of a huge rush here. They have BKB on the Earth Spirit now as well. Drow is just continuing to power up. Hurricane Pike level 20. Gonna get powered up even more through the sidekick. Have to gap close this hero now or she's gonna shred you.
So I thought I pointed out the mech earlier, which I thought was really interesting on the Sapphire, particularly because no Wraith back. And that item is, everybody's talking about it in this tournament. We finally do have it now, just now picked up for Sacred. So that'll help slow down the damage of the Leshrac, who currently Nisha seems to be the biggest problem for Thunder.
Very pivotal item. Mitigate the Leshrac damage, buff up the Morphling damage. Puppey is halfway to Ags as well, which if this game goes late, seen Disruptor Ags destroy these cores in those scenarios. Secret on the prowl here.
Yeah, this time it's Thunder who have set up in a part of the map and are waiting for Secret. Oh, Dark Mago don't get caught now!
Alah, mati lagi Dark Mago.
He's already dead, and they've already stopped the Snapfire from being able to do much. Nisha gets on top of Mahanamu, should be pretty easily there. But Kaz is trying to keep his supports alive, whoever's still left alive inside of Thunder, and get them out of here. But the chase goes on as Resolution looks to be able to chase back with the buybacks coming in. Maybe they can catch something. Oh no, Secret is annihilated.
Oh,
they do have their
disalize. Yo, Iki. Ya ini.
And that is Crystal is dead. Immediate buyback though, as Thunder need to be able to retreat out. They've got this Wraith back. Maybe Kaz doesn't feel so bad about this.
Rasanya belum up.
It depends what happens to this Rosh, right? This fight is all about Roshan in the next few minutes here.
Yep.
This is why the buybacks are getting expended. They got the Drow buyback out of that at the very end.
Yeah, for seemingly for free. I mean,
Dire are scanning.
they're not going to be able to take Roshan for this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance maybe they didn't try and force it, and makes Dark Mago feel a lot better about his, right? I mean, he had to trek all the way back to mid after he gets gone on here. Maybe trying to bait the initiation, just doesn't get the BKB off. Rezo instantly blink bashed him, I think. Very fortuitous. And of course, your front line gets broken. Your CM, your Snapfire are instantly gone. Nisha is always just going to absorb their life force.
Yeah, and a big part of this was the fact that Panda lived there, and Nisha had to chase him down. So Nisha, during this entire river fight, is actually still chasing Panda Moo over there in the triangle. So he was just missing for the ad engagement, which could have made a big difference, but it looks like Secret, in the end, the buyback is worth it. Crystals is going to be able to take the Aegis and the all-important negative shard. That is a really big pickup, particularly against Morph.
Absolutely. He's not feeling too bad about that buyback anymore. Now he'll get the upgraded Frost Arrows.
Yeah, we get that Hypothermia stacks coming into play.
Reduce the regen. This is the Scotty timing for Morphling, so
yeah, how close
simultaneous regen reduction coming out, then
Under attack.
it's just so hard to fight into the Aegis now.
Yeah.
This is where this Disruptor pick, you know, he's growing his way towards that Aghanim Scepter. Felt a little far away, but every one of these fights, every one of these objectives that goes in Puppey's pocket, this man likes to get rich. He uses it well. It's a very pivotal item in this game, because every time one of those jumps happen, maybe that Mars can live in that scenario and get his BKB off if he's not chain stunned. Well, you throw the Disruptor Storm on top, there's absolutely no targeting it.
Yeah, I just kind of want to see one fight where it's Secret who, like, either miss the initiation or are getting initiated on, right? The last couple of fights, I feel like Secret have set up the fight better than Thunder has.
I mean,
where it started, how it started.
Them, right?
Yeah.
They're either jumping. I mean, Dark Mago got jumped a couple times this game.
Yeah, that was awkward.
But a lot of these fights have been Thunder smoking into them into the high ground areas, trying to take that fight. Secret's very confident to take the aggressive positions because they have so many BKBs in.
Of
course, I think Nisha is he's using up a lot of his rune luck this game, I must say. Another arcane bottle for this Leshrac.
Yeah.
How many is enough?
He's got a blink scythe now. So look for this guy. He's just, I feel like he's going to see something and just go. He's going to blink, scythe, BKB, and, you know, chainsaw, whatever here. Oh, and this would be a perfect opportunity to kill the enemy carry. The best pickup possible. 90 seconds. No buyback, and they know it too.
Wah,
They
kikit,
saw him buy out for this Scotty. They are definitely going to push the high ground here. Aegis still intact. That was Arcane Rune off for the left, so he's going to have another Bloodstone up.
He wants to kill the creep point because he has to slow down this push up into the high ground, but he put himself at risk of being glimpsed back or caught by the Earth Spirit.
I don't think Nisha's afraid of anything without Pakaz alive. 3,000 HP, Blast Rig on top.
Next round of creeps coming in soon, so backdoor protection is going to fall on the tower. It's going to fall with Mago. Pushed him back in. Oh, what an arena!
Arenanya bagus sih, cuma gak ada damage. Wah, yang mancu itu kalau ada morphling.
All this magic damage is being ignored. Even Nisha able to blink away in the midst of all that.
Loh, misalnya jalan, Cok.
Back up on the high ground. Not sure what happened there, but he should be fine. He's got the Aegis. Thunder doesn't want to go outside of their own base right now. Double arenas expended. 30 seconds left. Secret are going to call it though. They're going to retreat.
Oh, if you get spear stun there, that's a shard spear with the level 20 talent, man. 3.4 seconds of stun on multiple heroes. Imagine he can land those. I don't think they were expecting that jump.
Yeah,
because the BKBs were slow. They got him off eventually, but they really could have done some serious damage there with the double spear if it hits.
Yeah, let's watch that one again. He gets the
missed the tower.
The tower is just like right there.
Oh,
and
man.
It falls right as he throws out that spear. I don't know what happened there, but that is just so heartbreaking for Dark Mago. I mean, it was a great play all around, no matter what, because they ultimately held, right? Where they could have lost the lane of barracks, but you got to feel for him hitting a spear
that spear
good.
Lands. It's a guaranteed refresh double spear.
Yep.
Then you're feeling real good.
And you would have held 4 versus 5, gotten a bunch of kills out of it. Instead, Team Secret walk away relatively uninjured and happy. 7,000 net worth lead for them, 24-20, 37 minutes in.
Pakaz says no.
Oh, roll in, roll out, and Sacred.
Roll in again.
He's gonna try.
Roll out again.
But he just keeps rolling on out. You're gonna have to retreat and blink out, my friend. Otherwise, you're gonna get caught by Nisha. Otherwise, you're gonna go. Oh, the spear comes in. Dark Mago says hello. They're gonna chainsaw him a little bit, but they don't have the firepower. Not without Pakaz there. And it's probably for the best that they back up to their base.
Pakaz was there. Nisha might have been in trouble, but yeah, abusing that high ground ward, which did not get killed. Zayat's just getting in there, placing it, getting out.
Oh, you talk about rune luck? Look at that item. Nisha just found himself a timeless relic. What is this?
I mean, sometimes the stars just align, right?
Yeah, seems like it. It's aligning for Nisha right now.
This always happens to mid players. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
It's always the rune luck, you know? The rune luck, the neutral item luck, but he's an absolute... I mean, he's still got a cloak. He's gonna turn that into something.
Yeah, we got the Aghanim Scepter now complete for the Disruptor, so that's coming out right now in the Courier. As the Aegis expires, Secrets still have big power spikes coming through. We got the Daedalus almost done for Crystallis.
This makes the rebound initiation a lot stronger, right? You also have this level 20 talent for Marcy. It's a decent stun duration now. You throw the Static Storm on top. It forces Thunder into a fight where you probably have to use buybacks because that core is just going down, right? Nisha's going to jump in. You're going to commit the BKBs. Makes initiations a lot more concrete for Secret here.
It means the quick reactions are super important, which I always feel like is super tense as is going late game, but also on a TI stage, which
absolutely.
4 of these members of Thunder haven't been here before. First timers for them. So, if they see the Earth Spirit roll in or the rebound coming in, if they pop the BKB fast enough, it could be a team fight game changer.
Yes. Also, if they get the jump, right? This game is so much about who jumps who. You have this Mars looking for the multi-spears. You have Zayat and Nisha looking for the Blink Hex, the roll-in. Gonna determine the fight. You also got Trickster Cloak for this Morphling. This is a very big item in this game in terms of his survivability. The magic resist the evasion. Even just some extra invisibility to dodge some spells.
I mean, when every hit from the Drow Ranger decimates you, that 20% evasion could do a lot.
Asher for Sacred, so a little more BKB control as well.
They're gonna find that ward? Oh, no, they're not. They're gonna get on first. Nisha, not even bothering to blow the BKB. He knows this is an initiation that Thunder cannot follow up on. So jumping in, Blink Dagger immediately goes for the grab. Panda move's gonna be first. They still have the rolling out.
Pakaz.
Jump away. They managed to get the hex with Morphling.
Aghanim.
And they're chaining him down. That is just a dead Morphling. Dark Mago did what he could to stop Crystallis' damage, but ultimately it's the last Shrek who wins the fight, and now they will chase down for as many heroes as possible. Rezo getting up and under that Snapfire. Triple kill for Chrysalis. Add another one on the mix. Panda Moo roasted by Nisha on the Fire and Flames. As now Team Secret look to just potentially end the game. We only have 2 buybacks left, and Thunder was already having a hard time. I don't know how they could possibly do this without their support.
Nisha is just playing out of his mind right now.
No one yang oh, aku sudah apply. Cuman keduluan sama kuda cepat.
He jumped hex the guy, they kill him, and then he basically blink hexed again. Just so hard.
They're gonna force the buybacks here. Are
Iya,
Team
makanya dia
Secret
lebih
gonna
cepat.
keep the pressure up? Are they gonna force Thunder to use more buybacks? And are they gonna continue to assault and see if Thunder is gonna try and take the fight?
This is level 25.
This is 5.
Level 25 dive-all healing.
They got the initiation, but they're setting out the Morphog strain.
Aku
Can they keep him?
sehari
Damage, get enough.
lebih telat.
Getting more left for the BKB goes up. The waveform over to the side. Picaz is reset. Science chases after him, but it's already done. Picaz is healthy enough that Science will be the victim instead. Dark Mago chasing after them, but he's got to be careful. Doesn't want to overextend. They have the buyback. Sacred's coming back in, but Dark Mago's already dead. Rolling Thunder on him. They cannot let Team Secret walk away with this. Picaz is coming back. He's TPing in. But sadly, I don't think they can chase after this. You could see Matthew setting up with his Aghanim Scepter. They wanted to keep going, but now Nisha seeing them on the retreat with the Rolling Thunder on cooldown. There's the Hex. Resolution also catching that
ditanyain
Sapphire.
domisi
Secret is still alive.
domisi
Nevermind,
mana
Rezo grabs him,
Malang.
toss him back
Terus
in.
gak dibales.
Turns up into that rolling form, but
Terus setelah
look away.
itu
He's good. No physical
besoknya
damage
ada
came
si
out.
kuda.
Team Secret will keep the pressure up. 4 of them alive versus the 3 of Thunder. They're going to take a second lane of barracks. Thunder can't excuse this if they want. They've got a tier 2 up in bottom.
Dire's top left.
There's no chance of Megas. Secret will just take that second lane of barracks.
mungkin karena banyak orang yang nggak ngerti itu ya.
Secret really
Tapi
respecting
kalau ada orang yang
what
ngomongin
this
ke
Morphling
dia,
can do in a deep
coba
base
pakai
scenario.
TadPole lagi mau
Because
jadi
they know
analis,
this bars has no
Dia
buyback. They have
mau
another
terbang.
static storm up. They have everything up on their other heroes outside of maybe some BKB cooldowns. Maybe that's enough to dissuade the fight. Man, with that level 25 Edict talent, I would have thought they would have pushed Throne there.
Yeah.
At least try and force some more economic damage out of Thunder.
Certainly an opportunity was there for Secret to potentially end the game, but they respected Thunder's potential hold, as the Morphling you said, but they've got super strong initiation.
Still 30 seconds, no Mars.
Yep.
This is maybe just the smarter play here. Puppy with the smoke. Air will jump anything and everything.
Nisha goes in, blind blink in, goes to the side, immediately fights a Pango. A huge opportunity. 2 dead already. 2 dead with Thunder. Limping along as is. Team Secret.
set
Are they gonna
next
keep
game.
going? I mean, Roshan's up. A little detour towards Roche.
Never hurt anybody. They know there's no buybacks on this Thunder side, so that's another 70 that you're without this control from the Pangolier, without the raid pad.
Just keep them with the numbers down.
This is an Axe
4
Roche.
versus 5.
Are scanning.
Are you giving it to Nisha here for some nihilism? Done a pretty damn good job this game.
Yeah, he has.
Take it.
Elisa.
Maybe a little
Wah.
awkward with the Drow Ranger, but
Oh,
he
tapi
dives
nggak apa-apa.
in
Ini
against
si
deep
Jai,
enough that
Jai
it
nggak
probably
mati
doesn't
pada
matter.
gini. Taruh
Well,
dagger
pretty much
soalnya.
the only choice here. Puppy has his, and Zayats has one of his own. So he can stone rem and kick out as well.
Yeah. We almost have the Blink Dagger on Puppy, which is huge when you have the Aghanim Scepter, because now you could solo initiate team fights instead of following up Rezos.
28 berarti.
Too many things
Padahal
to think about here for Thunder. One ward gets placed, one hero gets spawned.
The waveform charges. The Kaz jumps in, jumps out. Dark
Ini?
Mago pops his BKB to get a decent initiation with the Crystal Main on top of that thanks to the
Nanti
Sapphire.
diganti semua,
They're doing
anjing.
lots of damage. The BKBs though are allowing them to persevere. Because turning into the Drow Ranger has to keep his distance from Resolution. The badges are too much. He needs to get on top of the Drow Ranger. But he
Dikit
turns
cedera
so
batu,
far.
Cok.
Science saving the Drow, kicks him across.
Nah,
Because
baru
on the
ngomong kan
run,
tadi.
tries to waveform
Playnya
forward.
saya.
TadPole with the skill for the man to dodge. Another hit miss. Down the side. Now they're turning around and there it is. Because gets blown up and immediately the GG is called. Team Secret will take game 1 in this upper bracket match.
They put the Macaws more into bed a little bit there. Did not feel like the Thunder aggression could come out of that game at all. Just clinical gameplay from
Pakai
Secret.
Druid.
The rune control, the Roche
Dia kan
control.
dari diklik icon
They
hero nih
leave
dong.
nothing up to this Thunder team,
Atasin,
and
di skor.
they're getting to their item
Bisa.
timings. They're getting to that triple BKB. They're getting.
Makanya misalnya aku mainin Invoker gitu terus ada PL gitu, aku pasti ngeklik ini icon nih. Daripada salah ke illusion anjing.
Oh, baru tahu, Cok.
Forza pun juga bisa semuanya. PSG besok. Hari ini Secret Thunder Awaken sama sisa Aster lawan Tundra.
It's going to be a little rough, I think, to be able to bounce back from a loss like that. But if any team can, it's certainly Thunder. And I'm sure the panel has a lot to say about their chances going into this.
Thank you very much, Cap and SVG. Yes, the storyline for this one, I guess, to kind of open it up with Team Secret really dominating game one was Thunder Awakened didn't get to play their aggression and really were off to a bit of a slow start and played into Team Secret's kind of BKBs and then progression through their items and just, yeah, amazing play all around by Secret. But will we see a better Thunder Awakened?
We probably will in game 2. I was even worried for Secret from the get-go. Like the way they were rotating across the map, it looked like they weren't expecting Morphling's itemization. He itemized completely for that early game. He went Dragonlance, Power Treads. They tried to kill him a couple of times. They got severely punished. But Thunder Awakened, they always felt like they were on the timer. And because of that, they were the ones that actually took that away from Secret and kind of learned from their mistakes, I guess, and started doing the same mistakes.
Jadi pingin main cok kayak gini cok, anjing ya. Ini pasti kayak bawa-bawa 2-0 cok, ini udah kayak outclass banget anjing. Kita nonton apa namanya? Aster lawan Pandai habis. Isi bacoti player di Mas Bending Pub. Kemarin dibacoti kolaps. Ini kalau aku Five sebenarnya masih bisa ketemu pro player loh. Kolaps. Paper juga. Ini kok bosen, agak bosen nih ya tadi gamenya tadi yo. Ini nggak sih?
Iya.
Cuman awal itu terus kayak perangi nggak good banget.
HP ki waktu itu loh, apa? Waktu Marse ulti gitu, me gak ono iku nih, Cuk.
Ini sobek, Cuk.
Kalau HP. Yo, maksudnya sopo sing gak hype kena apa? Delok iku Mars, Cuk.
Harusnya Aster Tundra itu bagus sih. Harusnya ya.
Masa gimana ya kemarin?
Kita 2-0 nih, bawa-bawa. Padahal farming morphing bau antar, Cuk.
Awal-awalnya yo.
Tundra ngecuk. Aku dukung Aster sih. Kalau lawan Tundra. Tapi Tundra ada Snake King. Braille. Oh nggak seneng aja ini apa? Kayak meta-meta Cik rasanya ngeliatnya, enggak sih?
Tas.
Your turn to ban.
Ya cok, kayak
5 seconds remaining.
Udah ada display of skill. What the fuck?
Mango on fire cok.
Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Mana anjing?
Hitnya
10
Lesta.
seconds remaining.
Asal kan. Pemain
5
sniper ya.
seconds remaining.
Sniper bagus. Du.
Sniper here. Of course.
Prepare for battle.
It's in the bag.
Ya
It's
kemana
in the
nih
bag.
damnya?
I'm betting this one's in the bag.
Of course.
Ладно, смотрим дальше. Ладно, смотрим дальше.
这大概就是年轻人的操作吧。
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Full bore.
Anjing.
这大
Enak
概
ya
就是
orang
年轻
Malaysia
人
ya.
的操作吧。
Di PC dicoki anjing.
Aha.
Kualifikasi di PC.
Spot on.
30 seconds to battle.
Padahal kita scrim lawan mereka loh, nggak kalah-kalah jauh. Cuman kok bisa menang ya?
Great punch. Yeah. Into the breach.
The battle begins.
My
First blood. It shall be duly noted.
yes.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
这大概就是年轻人的操作吧。
This'll pay.
Your actions are
Weh, kurang aja dapat flash baca dapat botol.
Nice butter direct. Not by a long shot.
一拳超人他来了呀！
Sure is shooting. Let's have a go at it. My aim is truer than ever. I'm under attack. of sight. Spotted. Attack! Yes. Take this. Shoot him up. Shrapnel.
Your top tower is under attack.
Ram and gun.
Your top tower is under attack.
这大概就是年轻人的操作吧。
Of course. Snipe hunt.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Of course. My spotter directs. Pockets full of bullets. Yes.
Got it.
Uh-huh. My spell. Full bore.
Not yours.
Spotted. Line of sight. Shrapnel. Center of mass. As you
Dire structures are fortified.
Spot? No, no, no. Ah! Sure is shooting. Spotted. I'm under attack. Mm-hmm. Oh! Ah! Oh! Into the breach. You died.
Woohoo! Haha! So then a snipe with the best.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Uh-huh. Quick draw.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Unknown trajectory. Thunder in my track. Spotted.
Illusion.
Yeah, I'm under attack.
This'll come in handy. Hey, here.
As you say.
Flash tomorrow.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
On target. Eat lead.
Don't mind me.
Wow.
Take this. Of course.
Crystal Maiden, it is you. I have not seen you for so
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Flash.
Your top tower is under attack.
No, my rampage! Cok, menit 10 mau rampage anjing.
Full bore.
I am mighty.
Yes. Trick shot. Run and gun.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Got it.
Ya sudah lah ya kalau kayak gitu ya.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Into the breach.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Itu Thunder.
My spotter directs. A new trajectory.
Your top tower is under attack.
Bukannya diprotek.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Pos 4 sama gandengnya Tide. Oh ya buncur kalau itu. Kalau itu mah buncur kan.
Spotted. Eat lead. Line of sight. Spot on.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Oh iyalah iku sing
Your top tower is under
TadPole.
attack.
Din.
Yes. This will come in handy. Of course. Illusion. Sure is shooting.
This'll come in
Higher
handy.
caliber.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Into the breach.
Your top tower is under attack.
Line of sight.
Your top tower has been denied.
Let's have a go at it. Full bore. Of course. That's gonna stink.
Still bought the docket.
Yeah. Trick shot. Eat lead. Yes. Let's have a go at it. Aha. You die. Going ballistic.
Wow.
Fresh top. Ayaw TP. DP.
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。As you say.
This one.
My spotter guides me. A new trajectory.
Ya aku takut dia muter, Cok.
Here we can go to them.
Ah!
Run and gun. My spotter direct.
Roshan has fallen to the river.
Mine so. Fight. TP ito ba?
Aneh.
Смотрим дальше.
Lawannya siapa?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Mistake. Udah go.
Nathan. My spotter guides me.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Of course.
Enggak,
Your
Pateo.
middle tower is under attack.
Nix sih muncul. Ntar menit 20-an baru kerasa. 16-an.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Oh, Resul last pack. Lah, Nisa pakai apa?
Spotted.
Back bottom.
My spotter direct. Aha. Sure is shooting. Aha.
Layak main Marci ya.
Flash and miss. Give me sentry. Flash and miss.
A new trajectory.
Sentry.
Spotted. Not yet.
No coil.
Boom. Headshot. Yes. Yes.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Spot.
Can fight again. At bigay win na.
Line of sight. Into the breach.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Gunpowder justice.
generation.
CM Flynn.
Jet 80s. They have no ISO. We should fight.
Ya lah kan.
You guys fight. You guys try. I can't leave.
Of course.
Fuck, still top.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Yes.
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。
Attack.
This'll come in handy.
No more ages. No more ages.
Easy shot. On target. Run and gun. Take this. My spotter guides me.
You buy back. Bottom. You want it here?
Ладно, смотрим дальше. Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom
me to
tower
buy-
has fallen.
Take back, guys. Don't die. Don't die. Just go on.
Got it.
Your top tower is under attack.
I buy Hex maybe. We can fight ATP. TP. It's a wall on the left.
Eat lead. Going ballistic. My spotter directs. Haste. Spotted. Sniping.
Should I buy Keras or Hex?
Yes.
I think Hex is good. Okay, I buy Hex.
Spotted.
No one showing the minus one.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Spot on. Shrapnel.
What? Oh, Nullifier also good for this guy. What?
Snipe hunt. Run and gun. Yes.
Good one, please. One. Oh, fuck, man.
My spotter guides me. Sure is shooting.
Cannot begin.
Of course. Full bore.
Yeah, bro. Yes. Don't just give, guys. Cannot.
Roshan has fallen into the radiant.
Under attack.
So EXO. Why are you so scared?
The seeds of fortune.
TP. Sniper so strong. Hey, this guy.
Unknown trajectory. Shrapnel.
Oh, you got vision.
Attack. Higher caliber. Of course.
Maybe Kevin Hex.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Ага. Yeah.
Drop top, you just TP.
My spotter directs.
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。
Into the breach.
Your top tower is under attack.
Flash is top.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Easy shot.
Fight here.
Got it.
Your top tower is under attack.
My spotter
Your top
directs.
tower has fallen.
Into the breach. On target.
Give me the tome. Level 20.
Смотрим
Power
дальше.
pop.
Your middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Yes.
Attacks.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Sure is shooting.
There's no mana. Actually, I think we can fight. Oh, EXO.
Yes.
There's no mana, guys. We should fight. You guys smoke. No EXO.
Смотрим дальше. Ладно, смотрим
scared.
дальше.
Fuck alive. Get out, guys.
Wait my TP, I cannot back up yet.
Run and gun.
Rock here.
Your middle
BKB
tower
also.
is under attack.
Let's go left. Coming. Kill left.
Slash. 10 seconds. 8. Don't kill him yet.
It's fine. Okay, he's fine.
Oh fuck. Bisa gue kan.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's
Kill
bottom
these scripts.
barracks has fallen.
Help me.
Siapa sih menang? Sekarang. One sided.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
We'll start it again.
Santai.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
One sided kan?
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Dari Marci kontol cuk. Masalahnya susah cuk nebak ya. Moro-moro lompat dar ngono.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. You now have mega.
Смотрим дальше.
middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire victory.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Let's see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
O time da Secret, eles têm esses itens pra lutar. A Thunder meio que teve que reagir, mas talvez...
Dark Mongo gets a lot of damage off in this fight.
Yeah, but then he's so slowed down by this curse.
It's a hard game for Sacred at the front line. You have Ursa to cut through him, you have Leshrac to cut through him. The X. Difficult tied frontline game. Still trying to get to that
dapat damage.
solid, but since then, nothing has gone his way.
Yeah, and I was just kind of curious if he would deviate from the Wraith pack simply because of the fact the Ursa is such a big problem. But so is the Leshrac. So he kind of has to go for it, and he has to frontline, but he's going to be victim of this Ursa all the time. It really seems like a no-win scenario for Sacred.
Feels like there's a little too many problems for him to itemize, and it's just going to come down to one of these weird fights where somehow Pakaz gets on supports, trying to go ag so he can find the backline. He can start on Slark, start on Marcy. I mean, I say start on Marcy, but Zayats is sitting at 1800 HP with Ogre Club. He's not exactly squishy.
See if they catch the Slark here. The smoke across, not going to be able to find him because he's able to get the pounce away first. So
keep
the hopes alive of an Aghanim Scepter pickup. Slowed down by the curse. Panda, I think you're going to have to play a little bit of a sacrificial lamb here. He throws himself in to make sure that his Zeus does get out. Of course, Sacred is like, please, no, my ancient stack, I'm so poor.
Farm them quickly.
Let me get the Wraith back, please. Oh, it's all being taken away from him.
So way lang eh.
In fact, even his life might be taken away. His resolution's going to cut across with science. He's going to throw out the Ravage, but the boat is still on point. It's still going to hit that stun. And now with the Marcy there, he can't even get to the point booster, denied with the death loss as well. He is still shy of that pickup. Oh, this would be a dream pickup, but there's nothing there to follow it up, and a global silence to ensure there's no escape for a Nyx assassin.
And level 2 Thunder's God. Not even close. That global doesn't come out. Very quick reaction from Puppy nonetheless. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Ravage to try and buy a point booster. That is that tells you all you need to know about the state of this game.
When you put it like that, it looks pretty dark.
You didn't even get it either.
And Confive just constant jumps in for Marcy. Anybody shows in the mid lane, Marcy's gonna be there quick and fast to punish. Silence is okay. Mario's really getting up here. He's gonna pop the illusion to get rid of the curse, but he won't be able to deal with that X. They do have a Kosh showing up finally with this Aghanim Scepter and might be able to get the kill on a Puppy. The Gush gets it, but at the same time with the Zeus dead, it's gonna be hard to play this out. Science, second pounce catches him as well. 2 kills for Thunder would be pretty nice. Sacred with the double. ensures that his Wraith Pact is going to come in a little bit quicker. Nisha, who blew his BKB earlier.
Held the Shadow Blade, though.
Yeah.
Get him out of dodge. Not the worst fight for Thunder. They get their Slark involved with that Ags timing, pick up 2 kills. You'll take that.
Middle tower is under attack.
I mean, we're seeing how aggressive Puppy's playing, too. He has absolutely no fear.
Oh, that is a nice TP deny. They can keep the pressure on this mid tower. In fact, they get it. That little play may have just gotten them the bounty on that mid tower. Secret takes the last hit. So, big time recovery for this Tiger who's been suffering.
I get a better fury.
Got him to his Wraith Pact. Showing some signs of life here for Thunder. A little momentum swing.
Will it be enough, though? The Wraith Pact will stop a lot of the damage, but Secret still up by 5k. They're an item or 2 ahead. And also, what can Pakaz do with this Aghanim Scepter? We saw in that first fight, used it pretty decently to kill the 2 supports.
He wants Silencer every time.
Yeah.
Take Silencer out of the fight, it opens it up a lot for Zeus and Nyx.
Sacred and Nisha having a little fun here. Both of them actually baiting a smoke behind the individual core standing in front.
Oh, they are finding Puppy on the back.
Puppy, this would be so good. The ring. He throws out the curse. He gets a force down to the high ground. The second doesn't land. The Ravage doesn't land either. And now he gets off the global. He's getting all the spells off with a quick turnaround onto Pakaz. It all falls apart for Thunder off of some nice quick moves from Puppy. He pulled out all the stops on that one.
Yeah, put on his dancing shoes today. Just super fast 4-staff reaction. That Ravage clips absolutely nothing with the BKB reveal on Leshrac, and fight's pretty much over at that point. Because is too invested and too silenced. Very nice read by Secret. Puppy felt that one coming. But they had a great angle.
Yeah, they really did. With the rest of them on the high ground, BKBs all going off during the Ravage. And even the global. It's a nice finishing touch there on the end. Just beautifully played by Team Secret as well.
Emang sih dari taraf-tarafnya hype.
In those scenarios.
Yule Scepter, Aether Lens. Dark Mago is trying to keep up as the Zeus. I mean, he was once the highest net worth in this game. You see he's had a little bit of a precipitous fall. He just can't keep up. Not with the amount of real estate that Team Secret has been owning throughout the last 10 minutes.
They are gobbling up the map. looking for that Ursa courier. That's why he's not killing these.
He's trying to go to
He wants the BKB again, but he missed it. That was the one courier that went out the fastest. So Crystals already has his BKB, and Matthew's kind of, I know what's coming. He read the timer very well. Actually, a very intelligent play. Just not going to get it.
Yeah, that is
and now he sees it run back. He's like, oh.
Well, they know the BKB is now complete, and same goes for Kaz.
In fact, they even put a gem on this Ursa. Puppy deciding to be generous this game and donate some of his net worth to ensure this Nyx has no free initiations.
A Blink Dagger as well. So BKB Blink, Ursa, you're 100% online, and you're trying to take 80 fights that you can get. Thunder are being rather elusive though. They're doing a decent job of not being caught on their, well, I was gonna say their cores, but mostly just because Dark Mago. He really wants the Aghanim Scepter. He's trying to farm it up with a Zeus right now, but he's gotta be careful, gotta respect.
Dire's courier has been killed.
It's a BKB, another one BKB denied.
It's a decent pickup. He waited a long time for it. So you're gonna have to use it here. Of course, Aegis is still up for a minute. You're gonna have a window where they don't have that. Aegis is down. You have your Slark BKB. Maybe you can get to this Zeus Ag. That's pretty much all we're looking at in terms of the next timings here for Thunder. All right, you're gonna have a halberd on the Tide, but at some point you're gonna have to win a fight here because you are losing a lot of net worth in the period where you're just letting all 3 secret cores have free reign.
Evan's halberd complete. I don't know if it'll ever save Sacred, but it might stall his death. A few extra seconds. Spot him. Nice torrent. Good read from Nisha. They're going to go for the break as well to ensure that this Tide Hunter doesn't have a single prayer getting out of this one. The tier 2 is going to be pretty quickly. Secret, bit by bit, taking more and more control of the map, increasing the pressure on this chokehold over Thunder Awaken.
Nice little play from Nisha there. Just taking the guess, you know, you never know. Someone might be lurking and gets him a free Tide kill. Every little thing matters. And of course, Matthew's still hunting for some courier. Which one's he gonna choose here?
Ah, God, I bet he wish he was playing a Bounty Hunter instead.
He doesn't want that one.
No.
He missed the Lesh one.
No
with the
good
shot.
items. Oh no. That would have been a decent pickup.
It's taking me back to Boston Major here.
Yeah, seriously.
The Bounty Hunter courier snipe.
Maybe next time just hanging out on the enemy side of the map, constantly looking for courier kills. Vendetta is not the best. Is definitely not the best invis hero to be making these plays. But there's just not much else to do, right? Thunder just cannot fight. They understand that, and they're really just waiting for Secret to either force something by going high ground, or they get to a point where, I mean, what point is that exactly? Like, what items do they need where they're like, all right, guys, we can win a team fight? I'm not convinced there is an item.
Refresher shard from Roche for Tide. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be some base defense fight where Secret overextends. Honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think you can fight outside the base anymore. These heroes are just too tanky. And Secret's not gonna give you any freebies.
No, they're not. They're a very disciplined team.
That's the first Thunder God I've heard in a while.
Yeah, he just was fishing for information. Hadn't seen any heroes from Team Secret in a while, so wanted to make sure he wasn't getting ganked top lane.
Wanted to finish up his Ags, which he will. So now you have a bit more global pickoff potential. We can kind of see where this lineup was supposed to be at this point, you know, where Nyx and Zeus could have threatened heroes along the way.
Yep.
I'm not sure you're threatening too much outside of some more couriers you're scouting. Let me tell you something, this courier hunting looks a lot more fun than it actually is. Is he gonna take one?
Yeah, the losing game probably doesn't feel so hot. All right, got the Ursa courier. Hey, there we go.
And you know what his reward is? He is level 10. He is level 10 at 30 minutes because he has not seen a creep in a very long time.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, who needs levels and mana burn?
It's true.
Science is done with this. He's like, all right. Enough of this Nyx assassin nonsense. Find some Rezu, pairs up with them. They don't actually get him.
He's out.
He was too close to the Leshrac for the rebound to land, I think. So
that's some space. I mean, honestly, even if he dies, he's so low level. It doesn't matter. He comes back in 30 seconds.
I like how we set up this series. You know, Thunder awaken. You know, number one in average kills and assists.
Yeah, not this
team. So I mean, it counts if you were talking couriers.
That's true. I mean, all that said, somehow because it's top net worth, it always happens.
Man finds it. He knows where the gold is.
And he's got Titan Sliver. He's got Skullbasher, level 20.
First
maybe the best window they've had in a long time.
For a while, Thunder. Smoked up, spot Rezo. Poppy's gonna break the smoke though. They're immediately gonna jump onto him, but the force down gets him away. And Marcy, oh, there goes the next assassin, blown up immediately by the help of Nisha. Sacred in the middle of all this. He has to wait out the BKBs in order to get a good Ravage off here. They're gonna reset. Secret doing the same, respecting the fact that with the BKBs on cooldown, there could be a big Ravage play, especially with the buyback coming in from Matthew.
Awkward initiation, but that said, Thunder don't lose too much, and they know there's no BKBs. This is one of those windows where they can try and make a play.
Yeah, but how do they do that exactly? I'm not sure if they have any smokes left. They don't have a blink on Tidehunter to like really force a good team fight with a blink Ravage. It's kind of weird. I almost feel like they're gonna go back to farming.
I feel like they need this blink because Pakaz can't just jump this silencer and make it a good fight.
Yeah,
it's just a 4-staff out, and then you're getting global after the dark pack, so it's very awkward in terms of initiation right now for Thunder.
I was gonna ask if maybe Nyx can get a blink dagger, but then I remembered.
Yeah, he
hasn't been doing much.
But that's his buyback, and this
cannot go on. This cannot go on. They can't be giving up Roshan while BKBs are cooldown and Ravage is up. Oh no, Thunder. What have you done? They had to play for this Roshan. I feel like this was one of the only moves they had. Now they've given up an Aghanim Scepter to the Ursa, so now even if they hit a good Ravage, Rosales could just knock it off anytime.
He doesn't care about anything anymore. Takes the cheese, takes the Ags. Aegis onto Rezo. The bear feels so strong, he doesn't need the second life.
Well, this is truly going to be just an all-in high ground defense, I think, at this point for Thunder. And Secret are probably at the point they're feeling strong enough, right? Third Roshan, a fresh Aegis, we've got a cheese. Like, they are so far ahead in net worth at this point in time that, I mean, they would love to get a pick off first. Pandamu escapes just barely. Matthew may be able to do the same here. If Secret can't find anybody in the next 2 or 3 minutes, feels like they may just brute force it.
I mean, they really want to find the pickoff. Just forcing the high ground for Zeus is, sure, you're up a lot of gold, but it can be weird, especially with buyback.
Can we get something here? Ooh, nice reaction from Pakaz. Gets the pounce away before the X could catch him.
Or courier hunting.
Here it comes.
Ursa's courier round 3.
Hey!
He'll get the observer for it too, so makes his life a bit easier.
Yep. Another 45 seconds. Well, actually 60 seconds for him to really get out there. And, well, we'll see another courier pickoff, perhaps.
Rezo doing a little poking. Pretty low on mana, but of course, second light.
Got the Aegis. They're going to burn it.
Radiant's top tower.
Now, plenty of secret heroes are around, so it's not like Thunder can really keep going here. Thundergod's Wrath going out, spotting all 5 of these heroes because maybe he can jump on the silencer. He's going to go for it here, but once again, the force staff is going to go down. Nisha lays out the boat. Sacred trying to position here. Pops a Ghost Scepter, waiting out the BKBs, and gets back up into the high ground. Nice play by him. Crystal is trying to chase after, but now he's inside the base. Now they have an opportunity for a Ravage, perhaps, with Sacred continuing to hold very patient there. I love the way he played forward and then used that Ogre Club totem to be able to jump back inside the base. He knows this Ravage cannot be used lightly.
No, you have to threaten it, and at the same time, you have to be super patient, try and wait out those BKBs, and then turn.
Double damage.
The longer you wait, the higher chance Pakaz maybe dies in that duration, and if he goes down, you lose a huge amount of your sustained damage. Of course, you can rely on Zeus in these high ground scenarios, but Secret might not do that to you all the time.
Don't get me wrong, Secret, they are smashing this, and the status quo has not changed, but it is impressive that Thunder just haven't straight up lost yet. They like the way to play these fights has to be so perfect, and they've been doing a great job of it so far.
They have Blink on Tide now.
Now they've got a real possibility, right?
Yeah, they can Blink Ravage into the Nimbus. Nyx can follow up. Maybe Marcy saves you, maybe the global bails you out. There is that window. And of course, they have multiple Ghost Scepters as well. No real nullifiers or anything from the Secret side, so these Ghost Scepters are doing a decent amount of work.
Yeah, Science's already made that read. He's going to try and build a nullifier. It may be a little while for this board position to get it, but he is at least aware of how strong this item could be.
And when your 4 positions building nullifier, you feel pretty damn good.
Yeah. He's going to... I mean, he's going to jump onto that Zeus and never let go.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Secret's going to have 5 carries, right?
Yeah.
He should build some attacks being on Silencer. He's got the hint to do it.
Yeah, he's got 32 stolen intelligence.
Waiting for the runes. Waiting for next Roche, perhaps. I don't think Secret's in a rush here.
Yeah.
Maybe their couriers are, but... I think
they're trying to speed boost out of that tier 3, tier 2 area as quick as possible.
I mean, I'll tell you, they are microing these things.
Yeah.
There's a refresher flying out for Nisha. So you're going to have double BKB, double Hex. Good catch these heroes off guard. Havoc Hammer as well. Just even extra tankiness.
The smoke might actually catch Thunder. Thunder was being very patient, just sitting inside their base, but they're poking out now. Team Secret. Get this opening. Now Sacred's going to be the first one spotted here. The Tidehunter, big front line. He's going to break this smoke, get a lot of information for Thunder, choose whether to engage or not. I assume the answer is probably a no, as it's been for the last 20 minutes or so.
I can't believe Puppy just walks into these areas like this, you know?
Yes.
Just walking in, gets a Nimbus. It's like, whatever.
He really hasn't been punished for it yet.
No.
Like, so many times he's been pounced on, yes, but they haven't been chased on. Once again, he's got the force staff to go for it. Bakaz is going to keep going here. This is pretty crazy. He immediately jump in there. Sacred's going to have to wait out this BKB. Once again, the situation with Bakaz. They get the damage. They've got the Rams thrown out now. Chrysalis does manage to get off the enrage. They do have, he gets his ultimate, and also the shard being thrown down. Bakaz has got to be able to jump away. Those are heavy damage on the left side. He managed to get it right in front of Crystallis, but the Hex landed as well. Gets up to the high ground, gets that speed boost, starts regenerating away. Resolution though, trying to catch. Nice Yule Scepter, barely in time to stop the split earth. Science jumping in after him into the base, but Dark Mago is already away. The 2 supports die on the side of Thunder, but the core's not dying. We'll keep this game stalled out, I believe.
It is still going. I mean, they were close to killing that Ursa. If that Ravage comes out before the cheese pop, he is gone for sure. Nisha looking for more here.
Tier 4s are up. Next Roshan is coming in soon. 2 minutes to be exact.
Gotta abuse that Slark night vision as well. This is their best entry into fight because they're never gonna have a really good ward outside of the Slark initiates. You can plan an ob later.
Yeah.
That's why Puppy is so confident, because they just know they have no vision. They've had that gem forever. Starting to poke this Tide. No Ravage for 60.
Just throwing himself in there. See if he gets out. The splitter doesn't land. We're good. Oh yeah, he needs a force step out of here. He's in a little bit of danger. Bakaz gets on top of him, and they do have Sacred to follow up as well. Bakaz realizes as soon as the last strike shows, he's got to get out of here. The Ogre Club doesn't get Sacred quite far enough. He's going to be chased down with the magic damage and resolution on the side. Science is going to be able to finish off Dark Mago as well. Bakaz turns around, does damage on the last strike. He needs to be able to keep his back up against the wall, make sure nobody gets in front of him. If anybody stops his pounce, he's dead. He now has to blow the BKB. He jumps over to the side and TP's out. He will get away, but the rest of his team has been devastated by this. They throw buybacks and still haven't gotten a kill out of it.
Absolutely nothing going Thunder Awaken's way in this fight, and Crystallis smells the blood.
Yeah, that's going to be another death for Pandamoo. And a chance to break the high ground. Looks like it's Secret. Finally going to crack it open.
Blip will come out. They are low resources, but it doesn't seem like any of them are close to dying. Puppy is still eluding this Slark.
Force staff and a Ghost Scepter. The rest of his team being so mobile, they can come save him anytime.
And Bakaz really needed that Abyssal, and he might never get to it at this point. The repeat glyph here. BKB is up for Nisha now.
Now the Nyx is in the trees here from the side. They try and get a sneaky impale. Ravage going down, the pretty decent one, but they can't really focus any one hero down. They don't have the damage now without the Zeus. And now with the Slark hexed up, it's a chain stun combo that will ensure his dead for 85 seconds. No buyback, and Sacred falling as well. Also no buyback. This is looking like it's over. That's it. GG. Secret. Absolutely no mercy whatsoever. Fully disciplined, control the game from the get-go, and make a clean 2-0 victory over Thunder Awaken.
Oh, what a clinical series. I mean, that first game was just so disciplined by them, and this second one didn't feel like Thunder even got one good team fight out of that whole game. Just ratting and ratting, trying to get to a point where the Slar can come online, and by then, Secret's 5 carries are online. I mean, at that point, you're not killing anything. Puppey just so elusive with 4-staff Glimmer. That's a top 3 for the second year in a row. Puppey has got to feel good about continuing to play at the 11 Ti.
Yeah, he's now got one more series to go to be able to beat last year and put himself in that potential top 2 scenario. Man, what a run this man has had. What a run the Team Secret has had. I mean, remember, these guys, we almost didn't see them at TI, period. They had to go through the last chance qualifier, which they smashed, and are now showing up in playoffs, looking in very fine form. Thunder, they in turn go down to the lower bracket, but I'm sure this is going to be an experience they certainly learned from. I mean, do you feel like this series was more about play, or was it about the draft for you?
I feel draft did play a large part. I think Secret was very comfortable in both these games. They got everything they wanted. This last draft especially, I felt like they could have picked anything last there. Like, they could have flexed this Marcy to multiple positions. They could have even thrown Kunkka somewhere. Rezo gets his offlaner of choice versus whatever Pakaz has.
Yeah.
That's a rough situation to be in. I mean, Puppey and Heen have just done a great job this tournament. It feels like every series this team played, which has been a lot to get here.
Yep.
They get better. Their drafts get more consistent. The gameplay gets tighter. At this point, if these guys aren't the favorite to maybe take it all, I don't know who is.
Yeah, absolutely. They just seem fully prepared. They seem to deeply understand the meta at this point. Yeah. And that's what happens when you play some of the most games of anybody at this tournament.
Yeah.
And anybody in any tournament ever. That's Puppey. Let's go ahead and check in with the panel. Team Secret taking a 2-0 over Thunder.
Sorry. Aduh, maaf. Habis ditelepon ibu negara. Berarti next ini apa ya? Next Aster tim Tundra. Karena di judul. Maafkan saya ya, anak-anak muda.
Tundra Esports turn to ban.
Anjing, gue udah melo-main ini gara-gara ngerokok, cuk. Gara-gara ngerokok.
Team Aster's turn to ban. Tundra Esports turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Doom ya. Ini gua jamin ini pasti Doom ini nih. Doom apa namanya?
Team Aster's turn to ban.
Doom mid anjing. Hero-nya C9.
Ten seconds remaining.
Sponsornya Acer
5
gitu juga ya.
seconds remaining.
Sespa.
Tundra Esports turn to ban.
有没有神之一高
？Tundra Esports turn to pick. Team Aster's turn to pick.
Tunda nge-ban Visesnya sendiri. And Broodmother? Wow.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Razor.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remain. Masters turn to ban.
Birunya Skitter klasik.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Tundra Esports turn to ban.
Asrak di ban gak sih? Asrak di ban akhirnya on. Ya kemungkinan kalau Doom rasornya mid. Rasor kita jelek banget.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Aster's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Tundra Esports turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Berarti bisa cari offlane sih.
Team Aster's turn to pick.
Oh enggak, ini Doom offlane. Doom offlane. Tuskar di ban, Respect ban 9. Hero-nya 9 nih macam-macam. Apa yang bagus ya?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Tundra Esports turned slug. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Panggu. Mark.
有没有神之一钩？这一把要一战成神，打你们5个。
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Aduh.
A lot of other teams are ignoring, but Tundra,
Tuh kan
they
ori
always
mid.
have been. They love to play the Doom, and they very much feel like they're absolutely a top tier pick. Do you agree with that sort of approach to the game right now?
Not sure how much I agree with it, but it's definitely a 3-3 special. This guy loves this hero. Like, he's been playing it for as long as I know. Like, even back when I started, this guy was spamming this hero already. He plays it literally to perfection, and I feel like it suits them like very well. They're gonna help him later. He's gonna up the tempo. When they help him, he's gonna get top net worth as he usually does, and then they kind of just go from there.
Yeah, they tend to be they just put so much pressure with the hero. I feel like they're one of the few teams that actually makes the Scorched Earth always look super threatening, like in laning phase and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3.
Kind of a bit of a battle here. Skeeter, he stepped up to the high ground, but Boca's going to be the first to fall low as Tundra will find that first blood. I'll lose Skeeter in return. Fine not to come to an end yet. Tundra, they want to try and push on for more. Shield crash pretty much onto the entirety of Aster as 9 looks to continue the chase. Aster, they'll get their way back up to the high ground. So just a 1-for-1 there.
Cool, and you already see that Aster, off of this, they have preparation. They already know what they're doing versus the Doom. You see this ward that they place here, blocking out the camp, making sure that you can also watch when they're going to start creep cutting too, because that's what Tundra does, but more so blocking the camp so you can limit, perhaps, for what that Doom is going to be able to find at some point when it's Devour.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more normal plays that you want to do against the Doom. You don't want him to get this mana burn creep. And also already, 3-3 will be there later, but he's already there now. Top of the net worth, he did get the first blood, so good start for him.
And we're seeing, sort of this start where they're all very much grouped up around the mid. Does this lead to the potential for anything a bit different in terms of lanes? Is anybody trying to dodge one another with the setup? Bit of a whiff spear there, but even if it did connect, Skeeter able to get up to the high ground in time.
A good block there, 9 actually getting a bit of an advantage at the start here, so we'll be able to help a little. We did see the mid ward get taken out from Siamese Cat, because they did get that D ward.
Having a look at these side lanes already on top. Trying to make a bit of a go for 33 there.
Okay, so cool lane setups that they decided to do here. They put the CM bottom with the Mars to make sure that he's not, so that they can actually apply some pressure to the CK, because otherwise it would just be a CK free farming versus probably the 2 melee. So I do like this option.
Yeah, we've seen this kind of with a few different melee offlaners, right? Just having the CM down here, playing aggressive, and this just sort of allows you to use the full potential of this hero, the Crystal Maiden, very early on to sort of the enemy's annoyance.
I think it's very good for the bottom lane, first of all, but also, most importantly, I feel like Marcy can apply more pressure top against his Doom. It's usually the type of hero that much more connection, but to go back to the Doom, you want heroes that really pressure him in lane. You can jump him with the Marcy, pull him back, then the Slark comes in, so that is what Aster are looking for in this lane.
And in terms of the Slark, this for Monet? I mean, what's sort of top of the list in terms of things that he's got to be concerned about? Are there going to be timings of this game that it won't be?
He can always chain stun you, maybe with the axe or
Saxa though, taking hits with the tower, put the fairy fire, and he will just make it away there. Some early aggression here from Tundra underneath that tower, and just the spam and the harass keeping Monet incredibly low here.
That chain lightning, almost getting him there. I'm gonna use the half salve there. Barely gonna actually get much out of it there.
They have no tangles. Feels a little bad for them here in this top lane. There's definitely a lot of space here for Tundra in the next coming waves.
And look how many, I mean, they have mangoes, right? 33. We've seen this actually a lot from Tundra throughout this whole tournament. They are just mango advocates. Even sometimes when you see heroes that probably don't use that many, like Doom, this is a game where he's getting it, and it works perfectly because he does have that chain lightning that's coming out on Monet.
Yeah, that's the AUI.
Had that. Bottom, XXS still very much prepared with plenty of regen. Pretty much a full one, very far in the south, so he's fit to sort of take a bit of harassment from Snaking and Skeeter in this setup. But and so the CS is fantastic, you know, free farm for the Mars on the Earth, this bottom lane.
But Skeeter should also, this is why they go for this CK pick. Every time I haven't seen this a lot from Tundra, when they see like oppressive offlaners, just these pressure heroes sometimes, they just like a lot of spam, CM of course with any type of spammer. They pick this type of CK because he's just a self-sustainer. He doesn't need to buy too much regen. He just sits in lane and attacks.
Yeah, he also works incredibly well with Lich. It's kind of what Lich wants to have in the lane, someone aggressive, but at the same time he has all this inbuilt regen up to the top lane.
Not having an easy time at all here. Saxon drew the chase down, and there's the chain lightning to finish him off. Monet taken down. The same time down bottom, they'll attempt to get aggressive onto Skeeter, but the shield's up from Snaking. Skeeter trying to step back. Mango's being popped here by Siamese Cat. He's got another frostbite and a blast. That last right click though, not enough to take him down. Skeeter, he'll be able to walk away. Very much an incredibly different story here for the beginnings of both carries. You know, Monet is not having a fun time at all up top.
Skeeter's gonna start having a pretty rough time too. No regen bottom. If he steps up, he just gets nuked and dies.
See here, Monet and Baboka, they're gonna try and trade back towards 33.
Mati lagi dong Monet.
Right click down pretty low by Saxa. Same to be set for Baboka. They're both incredibly low. The arrow's gonna come out. Monet is not gonna be able to finish off Saxa. Saxa kites him out with the lead.
Wah, Monet got a TP.
Saxa will fall. But this top lane continues.
This is GG.
Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Fuck on the first time. 19 victories predicted.
Good idea. Pros in Evangelion, such things are never in doubt.
Prepare
no
for
matter
battle.
the challenge, you may rest assured
this whole mess
is all your fault. This one is in the bag.
In the bag.
Forward.
Without delay. See your traces. We understand. Now. Quickly.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes.
It's in the bag.
Yes. We move. We are coiled, ready to strike and under attack. We will take them. As ordered. We rush. We will. We will. Easily. First blood. First soon we see. Yes, that's what ours. For victory. Swarm. Onward. We march. As needed. We agree. Each of us in turn. Simple. Attack. We move. Yes. Easy. We will. Simple.
His brain is so big.
Snatched from the jaws.
Yes. Quickly. Now. Attack. Good idea. We agree. Without dear.
His brain is so big.
As ordered. You shared already. We will. We march. They cannot hide. I've fallen. We see.
The fuck?
As we rush. Just hastening the inevitable.
Bro, you cannot just leave me like that, bro.
A decoy. We understand. It's all coming together. For victory. We move. We march. A good idea. As needed.
His brain is so big.
We will. Under attack. Now. Better it be blaze. We understand. There. We see. We shall strike. Yes. As ordered. Beware.
Your middle tower is under attack.
It's not done yet. We rush. We agree.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack.
Don't let it get to you.
Your top tower is falling.
Yes. Simple.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
We will. We will. We rush. Battle comes. As ordered. We understand. We hunt. Like spear.
Regeneration.
Simple.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. We move. We will.
His brain is so big.
Good idea. Easy. Yes. BC. Quickly. As needed. No dream. Forward.
The enemy's bottom tower has
His
fallen.
brain is so big.
Without delay.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We see.
Dire's structures are fortified. Your middle tower has fallen.
We move. Diffusal. Good idea. Easily. Simple. We shall strike. We will.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
As ordered.
is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Forward. A decoy. We understand. Yes. Without delay. For victory. Yes. Critical. Now.
Your top tower is under attack.
As needed. We agree. Multiply. We will. We march.
It's an honorable day.
We will. Good idea. Multiply. Simple. Now. As ordered. Chase this. Without delay. As needed.
Your top tower is under attack.
is coming.
Multiply. We see.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Fuel for my fire.
We understand. Now, decoy. There.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
Mere coin.
Decoy. We see. Onward. You will. Quickly. Easy. Simple. And multiply. Easy.
It's on.
Yes. We move.
Radiant structures are fortified. Nice burn.
Multiply. We understand. Decoy. Attack! As needed. We will.
Invisibility.
We will. We rush. We are beside ourselves. As needed. Decoy. We see. Quickly. I understand. Multiply.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. Easy. Chase this. For victory.
Your top tower is under attack.
Decoy. We agree. We move. Simple. As ordered. Multiply. Under attack. Attack.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
March. Decoy.
Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Under attack.
Let it burn.
It's all coming together.
my god, these teams so bad.
Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Oh my god.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Your ancient is under attack. Your ancient is under attack. Your ancient is under attack. Your top barracks has fallen. Radiant victory.
My god, so many brain death.